In a quiet village nestled between misty mountains, there lived a young man named Leo. He was no different from others, ordinary, with dreams that felt too big for his small world. Every night, he gazed at the stars, whispering, "I want to be someone great." But by morning, doubt crept in. Who am I to succeed? He thought. His days were filled with chores, and his dreams seemed to slip further away. What was holding him back? One evening, a mysterious traveler arrived in the village. His eyes sparkled with a quiet wisdom, and his presence felt like a breeze that carried secrets. The villagers whispered about him, saying he knew the path to success. Desperate for change, Leo approached him under the ancient banyan tree. "Please," he said, his voice trembling, "tell me how to unlock my dreams." The traveler smiled but said nothing. Instead, he handed him a small, polished stone. It was warm to the touch, almost alive. "What is this?" Leo asked. The traveler leaned closer and whispered, "Hold it, think and see." Then he vanished into the twilight. What could a stone possibly do? Leo clutched the stone tightly, confused but curious. That night, he sat by his window, the stone glowing faintly in his palm. He closed his eyes and thought of his dream, to become a painter whose art would touch hearts. Suddenly, a vision flashed in his mind. A canvas bursting with colors, hands clapping, faces smiling. His heart raced. Was this real? The next morning, he tried to paint, but his brush strokes were clumsy. Doubt returned, heavier than ever. Maybe the stone is just a trick, he thought. But something urged him to try again. What was the stone showing him? Days passed, and Leo kept holding the stone, thinking of success. Each time, the visions grew clearer. His paintings in galleries, people moved to tears. But his real paintings were still messy. Frustrated, he stormed to the banyan tree, hoping the traveler would return. He didn't. Instead, an old woman appeared, her eyes kind but piercing. "The stone doesn't paint for you," she said. "It shows what your mind can create. Believe in the vision, and your hands will follow." Leo froze. Was his mind the key all along? Determined, Leo changed his thoughts. Instead of, "I can't," he whispered, "I will." He held the stone and imagined every stroke, every color, every emotion. Slowly, his paintings improved. Colors danced, shapes came alive. The villagers noticed. "Leo, this is magic!" they gasped. But Leo smiled, knowing the truth. The magic wasn't in the stone. It was in his thoughts. His mindset had shifted, and with it, his world. What would he create next? Months later, Leo's art reached distant cities. People came from far away, drawn to the soul in his work. He stood before a crowd, holding the stone, now just a reminder. "Success isn't out there," he said, his voice steady. "It's in here," he pointed to his heart, "in the way you think." The crowd erupted in cheers, but Leo's eyes were on the stars.